guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Hannah with Happy Mama Life. Today I'm going to be doing some meal prep, and I just wanted to show you how I prep meals. A couple of these meals will go in the freezer, and a couple of them are just going to sit in the fridge until we're ready to eat them this week. There are tons and tons of recipes on Pinterest, on YouTube, on really the internet, everywhere that you can find. So I'm not really specifically sharing these recipes with you. I will link them below for the ones I have links for, but I really wanted to show you my process of how I meal prep. So there's a couple of things that I do to help make this streamlined and easy to do. The first thing that I do is I print out all the recipes that I'm going to use on paper. I don't want to be scrolling through my phone or flipping through an iPad or a computer or anything. I want to have them laid out on the counter so I can see each recipe that I'm using. Today I went and did Walmart pickup, so I put everything I needed for my meals in my cart. I ordered them last night before I went to bed, and I went to pick them up this morning. I love Walmart pickups. For busy moms, it is super awesome. I load all my kids up, I pull in, they load all my groceries, and we come home. When I got here today, I just got out everything, and what I do is I group them in little sections on my counter. Keep things separated out by the meals that I'm gonna do, so I can really see everything that I'm gonna be using. So then I really try to assembly line the process. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wash all the vegetables at once, I'm gonna chop all the vegetables at once, and then I'm gonna do the meats all at the same time, so I am kind of organizing them all together. If you can hear my kids in the background, they are just kind of playing in the living room while I'm doing this, and so you're probably gonna hear them some of the video. So I will also go ahead and get my Ziploc bags ready. I will go ahead and write what the recipe is on there. And most of these are gonna be crock pot meals, so if I need to add anything to it before it goes in the crock pot, or I might write on there like how long I'm gonna cook it for or whatever, it's gonna go ahead and be on there. The other way I will do it sometimes if I'm making the meals that I'm gonna cook this week is I will use my Pyrex dishes. I like these, they're flat, they have a lid on them so they stack really well in the fridge, and I will use this if it's not a crock pot meal. If it's gonna go in the oven in a dish, I will use these and put them in the fridge if they're gonna sit for maybe a day or so, and that way they go in the fridge like this, they're stacked, they're nice and neat, and then they just come out and go straight in the oven in this dish. Today all the meals that I'm making are gonna go in the crock pot, so I'm just gonna be putting them in the Ziploc bags, and then of course I'll just dump them in the crock pot when I'm ready to make them. This is especially helpful, and I really do recommend moms to do some meal prep or crock pot meals, because if you're like me, I have found that the 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock hours, when it's kind of the end of the day, dad's not home from work yet, the kids are kind of running around crazy, that is a really hard time to actually be in the kitchen cooking. So I like to do as much meal prep ahead of time as I can, so that that's done. I can just stick something in the fridge, in the oven or the crock pot, and it's ready to go. This really also helps with that 5 o'clock hour when all you really want to do is order pizza or Chinese or go get Mexican takeout. So it's already ready, it's already made, and so it's much harder to say, yeah, let's go out to eat when you know you've got a meal that's ready to go. I know you can hear my kids in the background. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this meal prep. My kids are actually gonna help me a little bit, so we're gonna get started.
if you like my mom's video, make sure you subscribe.
So I hope that's helpful, just to show you how you can throw some quick meals together you can have in the fridge or the freezer. So your whole week is ready to go, or just so you have an extra meal in the freezer that you can pop in the crock pot or the oven when you're needing something quick. Of course, it is a little more challenging sometimes to be prepping meals with kids around, but it's fun. They enjoy it so much, and it makes me remember that it can actually be fun to cook and put things together. And it keeps them busy while I am doing it, so I'm not like just sending them away while I'm trying to cook. So it's a fun little experiment for us.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.